Hi, this is Level 1, Week 9 and 10 lesson plans. First, we have our vault stations. Station 1 will be a double station, and students will be working on their quick feet with the french rise, so they'll be sideways stepping 1 foot over at a time, going down and back the french rise. Station 2 will have 2 activities. So the first activity, the students will be using the pumpkin beanbag to do cherry pickers. They can hold their feet up, lean back, keeping their core tight, touching the beanbag side to side. The other activity, the students will be working on their run, proper hurdle, hit the board with 2 feet, doing hands on, feet on, keeping straight arms and their feet together. Our next station will be a double station. The students are going to do hands on feet or hands on knees onto the mat, and then they're going to work on their jump and stick. This will be an eval station. Our last station will be a double station. The students will each have their own mailbox. They'll lay their belly over the mat, and then they're going to lift their feet and arms into a tight arch and hold for 5. Floor stations. Our first station will be a double station, and the students are going to be working on their jumps. So at the first pumpkin, they'll do their tuck jump, arms up, knees in front and together. Second jump will be their straddle jump, arms out, and they'll jump their feet open, close, keeping their legs straight. And the last jump will be split. They'll put their arms out, put one leg in front, one leg in back, keeping them straight. Our next station will also be a double station. The students are going to do a backward roll drill. So they're going to sit, rock and roll with pizza hands 3 times, trying to get their hands flat. And then if they're ready, they'll roll over to their feet. Our next station will also be a double station, and the students are going to be doing shuttle runs with the monsters. So they'll run down their line, taking the monsters one at a time, going as fast as they can. Then they can take a short break and go again. Our last station will also be a double station. The students will be working on their cartwheel. So they'll start in a lunge on the paddle mat, reach their hands to the end, and try and land in a lunge on the floor. Bar stations. Our first station will be a double station, and the students will be doing their soul circle drill. So hands together, feet on the bar, and fall, keeping straight arms, straight legs, holding onto the bar. Our next station will be a double station, and the students will be doing a soul circle hang. So they'll hold the bar and try and lift their feet up to the bar in a straddle and swing 3 times. Our next station will also be a double station, and the students will be working on their chin up hold. So they'll grab the bar and try and lift their chin up and over and hold for 3 seconds. Our last station will have 2 activities. The first activity will be a chin-up pullover with a coach. They'll do 3 casts, and if they're ready, a back hip circle, and then a forward roll to a chin-up. The second activity, they'll be using the silver parallettes, and they're going to sit between the bars and push straight arms, trying to lift their high knee, and if they're ready, their toes off. Beam stations. Our first station will be a double station. Each student will have their own beam with 3 eyeballs on it. They'll pick one eyeball, and then they're going to pick their favorite walk to walk down the beam, put the eyeball into the cauldron, and then turn around and pick a different walk. They're going to try all different walks back and forth, getting the eyeballs across the beam and back. Our next station will be a double station, and the students are going to hang under the beam like a spider, trying to use their arms and legs to lift up off the mat and count to 10. Our next station will have 2 activities. On one end of the beam, the students will be working on their straddle hold. So they'll push down, trying to lift their high knee and their toes up and hold, count to 5. On the other end of the beam, they'll be working on their dismount, so they can try straight jump, or if they're ready, their round off dismount. Our last station will be a double station, and the students are going to work on long jumps on the red beam, trying to jump over the pumpkins, keeping their arms by their ears and their feet together.